G'day, Tragic here, and welcome back to turn 3 of Heroes of Might and Magic, the board game. So let's get something out of the way. My first 2 turns have been a little rough. First one, I made a huge big mistake. Second one, I tried to squeeze in after going to the football, and I'd had a lot of beers, and that was also pretty rough. But I do want to address some of the things people said in the comments. One, they were talking about the astrology turns and stuff. And basically, if we look here, we've got the board that handles the turns, right? So we started at round 1 and we went to round 2, 3, 6, 5 and everything, right? The thing is, you actually only receive resources on the odd numbers, and then you run astrology cards on the even numbers. I don't know if you can see it, but see how that's got a little telescope there? That's just to remind you. And this has got gems and stuff on it. I did a resource turn last turn on turn 2, which I shouldn't have done. I also drew an event card because I basically had them reversed. I thought it was the other way around, even versus odd instead of odd versus even. Now the base game comes with this deck of astrology event cards. Okay, so these match like, you know, week of the wolf or whatever in the board game that gives you the growth spurts and stuff. So this is like an event deck that you're supposed to draw every even round number. But one of the expansions that I got in the Kickstarter adds another event deck which you draw on the odd ones. So the default rules are that you're supposed to gain resources on the odd rounds and then draw the astrology deck on the even rounds. But I've actually got this other expansion which allows you to draw these cards on the odd ones. Now, I did a resource round and I drew one of the expansion cards, event cards, on the even rounds, which is wrong. So the way I'm going to even that up is I'm just going to skip the next resource phase and I'm going to draw an astrology this round. So this is actually turn 3. Now normally that would mean draw one of these events and do a resource, but we're going to draw one of these instead. I may as well do that right now. The Astrologer's Proclamation, Week of Isra's Friends. Each player can immediately reinforce a unit on the few side at half the cost. Excellent. So a lot of people are going to be taking advantage of that. Now, a couple more things I just want to address. I got a confirmation from the designer on this. So if we look at the player board here, you can see the City Hall has an ability, not the City Hall, the Citadel here has an ability that says unlocks reinforcing. Now you might notice that this City Hall gives you money and movement points, or all movement points, but Sandra's board has, I can reinforce 1 unit for free. This effect bypasses the Citadel's requirement to be built, and that's confirmed by the designer. The other thing people wanted to comment on was the round thing. Again, this was confirmed by the designer, and I'll put links to both these confirmations in the description so you can go check out what he actually had to say. But the rounds do go in steps. So the round begins and then it goes A, B, C, D. So if we look, C, the resource round, is before you do the astrology round, okay? Now, normally, the astrology card and the resourcing does not happen in the same turn. But if you're using the expansion event deck, which we are, that happens on the resource round, and it happens at the same D section of the round structure, which means you can resource before you draw that event card. In addition, every single character's player board is able to take their town actions outside of their turn. Now, to make that fair, that includes the first player. So when this round begins and after resourcing occurs, there is still a timing window in the D timing window where the first player can take an action, take their town actions before their turn technically begins, right? And even the flipping of the population and build tokens and everything occurs before the player turn. So basically, the first player, to make it fair, so they've got the same opportunity to use their town actions as everyone else, they can actually take their town actions after the entire check type of round thing starts. That's after resourcing, after the cards are drawn, and after they flip their tokens back to the active side. Now, it seems counterintuitive, I know, that they can sort of take a turn before their turn at the beginning of the round, but it actually makes sense because, remember, all the other heroes can take a turn during the first player's turn, which basically gives them that same power. This is just a sort of weird quirk for the first player. I mean, everyone can technically do their turns in this period, but it just allows the first player to get an out-of-turn action at the beginning of the turn. Blah, 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 blah. The reason that's important is because a lot of town buildings have effects that trigger at the start of your turn. So you can actually build, say, a building into your town outside of your turn before the round's really even started, and then your turn will start and you'll get the bonus trigger for that building as your turn starts. So that's a kind of weird quirk in the rules. Anyway, whatever. Let's get on with this. Hopefully, I'll be able to do a good single turn. Now, remember, we had the astrology of the day or whatever. What was it called again? Proclamation of Israel's Friends. Each player can immediately reinforce a unit on the few side for half the cost. Obviously, everyone wants to do that. And this guy is going to reinforce the gremlins, so he gets a ranged attack, and that costs him 1 gold. So take 1 gold, and he gets a pack of gremlins. Let me have a look at this. And I think they're going to do the marksman as well. Now, this one costs 5, so I'm not quite sure how that works. I'm just going to round up. So that's 3 gold. Blammo. So he now has the pack of griffins, he has a pack of marksmans, and he has a few of the hellbear guys. And let's also upgrade one of these. She's got some money. I think we're going to upgrade the zombies. I like this ability. If the attacker resolves a +1 on the attack die, gain +1 armor, which is sort of like a negate, but not quite as good. And that is 4 to upgrade, so that's going to cost 2 gold. And then we have the Wraith that we started with, the pack of Wraiths. We now have a pack of zombies, and we have a few skeletons. Okay, so that's all resolved. Okay, so it's Josephine's turn. Now, she's got quite a lot of money. She's even got 2 ore, but she does not have anything she can build. Remember, she can't upgrade the units because she doesn't have the citadel, and any buildings require more resources than we actually have at the moment. So she's just going to get started. Let's have a quick look at her hand. We've only got 3 cards. We are going to discard 1. You can discard as many as you want at the beginning of the turn, and then we're going to draw back up to 4. Bam, bam. Okay. We got haste and an attack, so that's good. Basically, we're not going to spend a movement to open this because we've already opened 2 level 4/5 backs, and the units are just way too powerful. We can't really deal with them, but we can explore here and open a level 3. So that's exactly what we're going to do. That's going to cost us 1 movement. Okay, remember we have these 2 here, which are hidden information. So let's just flippity flip, 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 flip. And what you got for us? So we got some good stuff here. We actually have a level 3 unit mine. We have a obelisk looking thing that allows us to roll a resource die. We have a level 2 combat that allows us to get another artifact. We've got another resource die with a fire. We have a trading post. A couple of good things here. For starters, we want to get that mine, but it's level 3. I'm not quite sure we're there yet. So I think the best play here is actually to rotate this so we get hold of the artifact die, and then we can go to the skeleton. So we want to put it like this. So that's 1, and then we go 2 to go into here, and we go fight that skeleton army. So there is a level 2 neutral units there. Now remember, we're playing hard, so level 2 is 3 bronze units. Okay, so let's grab 3 units. Now tell me what you think, whether I should orientate this board vertical. See, if I orientate it vertical, most of it won't be visible, but it might be easier for you to read. So let me know if you want it vertical or sideways like this. See, if I do it vertical, I can still do zooms and stuff so you can read the cards. Just let me know. So what do we need? 3 bronze. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Ooh, a wraith. And 2 are the same one. Okay. This is a pretty hard army. So we have 2 halflings. He does not have combat penalties. So this is going to be a very hard battle. And the wraith has an ability to lose 2 health every round. So we basically need to kill him outright before his activation. He only needs 4. He's a bit weaker than our wraiths. Now, because these guys ignore combat penalties, we're going to put them on the opposite sides of the map so they're hard to reach. And we'll put the wraith here. We'll put our golem here. We'll put our gargoyle here. And I'll put my gremlin here. Now let's have a look at initiation. 7, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6. Now remember, attackers break ties. So this guy, then these 2 guys, then this guy. Oh wait, this guy's 6 actually. So this guy goes first. So 7, 6, 6, 6, 5, 5. Yeah, so basically they get to go before us. This is going to be a very hard battle. Now I'm going to try something a little bit different just so it's a bit easier for you guys to see what's going on. This guy's got 2 health, 3, 3, 4, 3, and 3. Okay, let's do this. Starting with our griffin. Let me have a look here. So what we're going to do, the first thing we're going to do is at the beginning of our turn, we're going to cast haste. And we're going to haste our golems. Now haste says until the end of combat, so that's as many rounds of combat, he is now +1 initiative. So he's now 6, which means he goes before both the halflings. Right, so 1, 2. He is now attacking this guy. You know what, I think I'm going to have to attack that wraith. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3 and attack this guy. So he's attacking with 3 and he's defending at 0. And we're also going to spend our attack card for +1 attack. Okay, so we're attacking at 4. We're attacking at 3 now. You blammo. Oh, cocked, went out of the thing. Let's try again. Oh, I missed. Come on, let's do it. Blam, -1, that's not good. So he's attacking at 2, he's defending at 0. That means he now has 2 health. Now, this ability can only be done during his activation. So we get 2 turns at him. Remember, we gave this guy +1 initiative. So he's now tied at 6 between these 2, and tied people go first. So boom. He is also going to attack. He is attacking with 3. We get a -1. He is attacking with 2, but 2 is enough. Oh wait, I also, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to retaliate. This guy's retaliating with 2 versus him. 0. He's attacking for 2, defending at 1. That means this guy goes down to 2 health. Got to try and remember to always do that. Now this guy's attacking. He's attacking with 3. -1, so he's hitting for 2. This guy's got 0 defense, so that's 2 attack. He's killed. And that's the first one down. Bam. Now, both these guys get to go. And he gets to roll 2 dice and ignore. So we'll go with this guy first. He gets to roll 2 dice and ignore penalties. So he's going to attack the gremlin, which only has 2 health. Come on. Blammo. We get a +1. That's 3 attack versus 0 defense. This guy is killed. He has a pack, so he flips over. This guy is now attacking. He's going to attack the gargoyle. Wait. So he gets Yablam. He's going to attack the gargoyle. He gets a +1. He's attacking for 3. This guy is defending at 1. Means he gets 2 damage. Means this guy is killed outright because he is a few pack. And now it's this guy's turn. Now this guy no longer has ranged. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. I kind of screwed that up a bit. Anyway, he's now going to attack. He's attacking for 2, 0, 0 defense. He goes to 1. He gets to do a retaliation back though, which I keep forgetting to do. Attack for 2, +1. He's attacking for 3. He's defending at 0. He's got 2 health. He is killed. Okay, so this is not going as planned. So this is the second round, and we've got 1 movement point left. So we're going to spend that movement and do another round of combat. Now we're going to cast this golem card, and it says, for this combat, your selected unit's health is increased by 1. This effect is doubled for golems. So this guy is a golem. That's going to give him another 2 health. Remember, he's got the +1 initiative, so he goes first. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. Attack this halfling. 0. He's attacking for 3. This guy's defending at 0. This guy is killed. Doesn't get a retaliation because he was killed outright. And now the other halfling is attacking. He gets +1 again. So he's attacking for 3. This guy's defending at 2, which means he gets 1 wound. And there's no retaliation. And now we have no more movement points with which to finish this combat. I probably should have run away beforehand. I completely forgot that I wouldn't be able to kill both. What actually happens then? Okay, so there isn't too much of a penalty for missing combat. Basically, I just take all my guys off the board. These people survive. This guy's discarded. Okay, so we spent the attack, we spent the haste, we also spent our +1 golem, which we didn't need to, and we had both our units were killed. Where am I going to put these? I'll put them somewhere else. That leaves us 1 card in hand, and our Iron Golem survived, and it was also still a pack. So that was not a particularly great turn. And all we have to do is return back to the space we came from. And that's our entire turn, because remember we use 1 movement point to flip it, 1 movement point to move in, and then 1 movement to completely waste my time with an extra round of combat. So that was pretty terrible.
Okay, so it's me from the future. Now, while I was doing this edit, I really realized how badly I screwed up this combat. And I don't mean by rules, I think I did the rules right, but tactically it was a disaster. What I should have done is what I was originally thinking, which was move the gargoyles towards the hobbit and then move the golem next to the hobbit and the wraith in that little spot right there. Now, what that would have done is that would activate the engaged rules, which means that the ranged hobbits wouldn't be able to shoot and kill my gremlins. And this would have opened up a lot of options for me. Basically, the gremlins would have got at least 1 turn of ranged attack. And we could have used the golden bow and just wiped out one of those hobbits pretty much in 1 go. And that would have all the enemy units engaged, and they wouldn't be able to fire out, those really powerful ranged attacks. We still might lose some things, but I think we had a real chance of winning this. We might lose a couple of things, but I think we had a real chance of actually winning this if I was thinking better tactically during this battle. This battle board is a lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be. And we're only on the bronze units. Once we get higher level units that have all these special abilities, and we're fighting the silver, gold, and there's even blue, elite, whatever you want to call it, units for the neutral guys. I think it's actually quite interesting, this battle board.
Our hero here does have a morale token, and we've only got 4 gold, so that's not much. Oh, and I forgot to activate the City Hall ability, which gives us 4 gold. Right, so this guy, let's see if he can do better. He has City Hall. He's going to use it to gain an extra movement token. So he's got 4 movement tokens this round. Okay, what have we got here? Well, we can't beat a level 4. It's just not possible. We're going to use 1 token to explore. Okay, so he has 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to, what shackles do again? Keep shackle, we're going to keep the magic arrow, and we're just going to draw one more card. Your blammo, estates. Okay. Now, we did actually choose a tile. Okay. What you got for us? Okie dokie, what have we got here? Morale token, which you don't need. A level 3 mine, which you definitely need. Another movement token, which you definitely need. A level 2 resource die. A 3 gold spell. And what is this thing in the corner? A university. 6 gold to search for of the ability discard pile. That's pretty cool. We've used one of our 4 movement. Remember, we got an extra movement from our citadel. And we are going to go like this. Bam. Or maybe I'll go like this. What have we got? We've got 4 gold at the moment. Plus we've got estates, which gives us another 2 gold. So we've got 5 gold total. We need 6. Oh, we needed 6 gold to use the university, don't we? Yeah, so we actually don't have 6 gold. Okay, I still think the best idea is to stack it like that. So that's 1. We're going to go 2. And then we're going to pay 3 gold to search 2 in the spell deck. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so search 2. What you got for us? Okay, Resurrection and Inferno. Inferno. Select a space, now roll an attack die. All units on this and the adjacent spaces take 1 damage for every +1 rolled. Resurrection. Cancel an attack on a unit that would reduce the unit's health to 0. You can cast immediately after the enemy unit attacks. I think Resurrection's a much better spell. We're going to take that one. Unfortunately, this one's good. It can do a lot of damage, but of course it also requires you to roll a +1, which I think is a 1 in 3 chance. It's not too bad, but you know, it's not automatic. This one basically stops us dying at least once a round. If I had this card in the last battle, I would have won. Okay, so that goes into his hand. Now we've only used 2 movement so far. So we're going to use 3 movement. So we're going to use a 3rd movement and move into here, which is a level 2 combat. And that is 3 bronze units. Let's see if this goes a little better. Okay, 3 units. Blam, blam, blam. Okay, be good. Be good. What have we got here? Oh, nasty looking ones. Okay, we got lizard men. They've got no special abilities, but they are ranged. We have zombies, and basically they get a +1 armor on 0s and 1s. And we've got a Mangos, a demon of some sort. 6 to activate. When the Mangos attacks a target that is not adjacent to him, they also deal +1 damage to a unit adjacent to that target. So it basically fires fireballs. It's the imp from Doom, basically. So they've got a little +1 area effect. Interesting. So 2 ranged and a zombie. Okay, once again, I think putting the ranged, sort of separating them like this is the best idea, because then the units can't. So if they were closer in that last one, I would have been able to kill them both. So this guy's got 4. This guy's got 4. And the zombie has 4. So there's quite a lot of damage here. So we've got Hellbearers, Marksmen, which are ranged. I'll put them in here. And Griffins. Actually, I'll put the Griffin here. Put the Hellbearer here. Wait, that's not a pack. Which one did I do? Did I do the... I think I did the Marksman, didn't I? God, I turned him over by accident. Oh, yeah, I think the Marksman is the pack. Which one costs... Yeah, this one, the Marksman, because it was 5 rounded up. There we are. So the Hellbard does not have the ability because he's only a few. So he has 2. He has 2. And this guy has 4. Now the Griffin has unlimited retaliations. Okay, let's get started. For our initiative, we have 9, 4, 6, 3, 6, and 5. So basically, these 2 guys get to go before anyone else, and then I'll go from there. First thing I'm going to do is discard the shackles. that says draw 2 cards, choose one and discard the other. So that's discarded. Draw 1, 2. An attack and a knowledge. We're probably going to take the attack here. So we actually have 2 attacks now. That's good. And we have not used resurrection yet. We've got 2 options. You're going to do 1 spell for combat. And remember, we've got 1 more round of, we can do 2 rounds of combat here. I think if I hold the magic arrow, I might be able to just zap someone for 1 point of damage at the end of the turn. Or I could zap someone for 2 points of damage. But I will do it later because that gives me the opportunity to use resurrection to cancel a complete damage on one of my units that would normally kill me. So that's the plan. Okay, starting with the Griffin. He's going to go 1, 2. And then he's going to attack the demon guy here. He has 3 attack and he's going to cast 1 attack for +1 attack. So he's got 4 attack. Come on, +1. Yes. That's what I like to see. So that is 3, 4, 5 attack. He is defending at 0. He has 4 health. So he is actually dead unless there's an ability. What's his ability again? No, it's just when he attacks. So he's dead. Outright dead. Beautiful. Nice start. Now we've got the Howlbear. He's got initiative 4. This guy's got initiative 3, and this guy's got initiative 5. So it's actually the marksman's turn. So the marksman, he's going to attack the zombie, and the zombie is not in the back row, so he does not get a penalty, I don't think. Or does he get a penalty because he's in the back row? The ranged rules actually says it suffers a combat penalty when it attacks an adjacent unit, which, by the way, we have not been doing. Whoops. So we might not have lost that last battle because I didn't do the penalty. Oh, wait, no, the halflings ignored combat penalties, so that was just lucky. Whatever. The point is, it suffers a combat penalty when it attacks an adjacent unit or when it attacks a unit in the enemy's backline while in the backline itself. So what that means is we are attacking the zombie who's not in the backline, which means we don't have a combat penalty. So we are attacking for 2, and the pack's ability is, if a target is a non-adjacent unit, attack this target again. So we get 2 attacks. So I'm just going to roll 2 dice. Double +1 would be good. We get a +1 and a 0. So that means we hit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. That kills him outright. Oh, but he rolled a 0. And his ability says, if the attacker resolves a +0 or a +1 on the attack, gain +1. So this is actually 2 attacks. He gains a defense and we attack for 2 damage. That takes him to 3. We then attack again, this time for 3 damage, but he gets +1, which is another 2, which leaves him with 1 health. I should have used my other attack card. I don't know why I didn't, actually. Stupid. Okay, now it is this guy's go. He is going to attack, and he's going to attack the halberd. He gets a +1, so he's attacking for 3. This guy's defending at 1, so that kills him outright. And finally, the zombie attacks. He's attacking for 2. He gets 0. This guy's defending at 0, so he gets 2 damage. And then he gets to retaliate. He's attacking for 3. He gets a 0. This guy gets +1. So we're attacking for 3, -1. We do 2 damage. This guy is also killed. Okay, this is going better. Now, we spend our other movement. Should have used my resurrection spell to stop that guy from dying. Again, this guy activates, both these guys activate first. Oh, and after this guy attacked, he's going to move forward 1, which I didn't do. Ground units can move and then attack, while range units can attack and then move. So, we're going to do magic arrow +1, which gives us a power of 2, which does 2 attack damage. So this guy's taken to 2. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3 and attack. We're also going to use our last card, which is a +1 attack. So we're attacking for 4. He's defending at 0. We get a 0. So we're doing 4 damage. We only need 2 and he is dead. Bam. Nice. Okay. So we didn't really need to lose our halberd, but whatever. And we have 2 left over. He gets 1 XP, and as a reward, he gets to activate that location, which gives him a single roll of the resource die. So hopefully he'll get resources. Come on. 4 resources. Booyah. That's 4 resources. And to finalize his turn, he's just going to cast his estate card, which gives him 3 gold. Okay, I felt like that was a good turn, that we actually did things correctly for once. And I think just before he finishes, he's just going to flip this over and buy back his halberd for 2 gold. So he's now got a few halberds back. Josephine noticed that and thought it was a good idea. So she's going to spend 4 and get back her 2 guys as well. Okay, and finally we have Sandra's turn. This is flipped over. She has 1 gold. A lot of gems though. She'll be able to build some cool stuff next resource round. Okay, what do you got for us, Sandra? There is an obelisk on our map that can give her a morale point. So may as well get that, I guess. Just because black cubes are used to mark things off, I'm just going to use the red cubes for Sandra when she visits a revisitable site. Yeah, so she's going to go 1 to get morale, 2 to go here, and then she's going to go 3 to do another explore. Just going to put the colored cube there so I know that that is one of hers. So we have 1, 2, 3 in hand. She's going to discard ribcage and draw another 2. And we've only got 1 tile left. We've got a level 3 mine, excellent. That we really badly need that. And it's got a lookout and it's got a windmill, excellent. And a level 2 artifact chest, nice. This is a pretty good one as well. What is that sort of Roman looking building? That is a library. Pay 3 gold to remove 1 statistic card from your hand or discard pile and replace it with any other statistic card. You may do this twice per visit. Okay, so we can basically get rid of those knowledge cards and get attack cards. That'd be pretty cool. Now we can't move, so I think I'm just gonna put this like this. That's going to allow us to get the mine first thing next turn. Okay, and that, my friends, is the end of that round. I feel like I did a little better that time. Not a mistake as in an error in play, but I really shouldn't have done that second round of combat for Josephine. But still, like I said, can't get the perfect tactics. This is the first time playing, first time run through. Got to expect these kind of problems, and I will see you guys next time.